Ducklings, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a quick video about me talking about how to keep your hair moist. I have a lot of people telling me about how their hair get dry and how they don't know how to keep it moist for a long period of time. They only keep it moist for a day and then it goes back to being dry and breaking off and everything. As we all know, it's important to keep your hair moist if you don't want it to break off. If you don't want the tiny pieces coming off, you know, the short hair coming out of your hair when you're taking shower or when you're detangling your hair, or even when you are styling your hair. So let's get straight into it. So before we go into this video, let me talk a little bit about our sponsor for this video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators just like you and me. They help you to enhance your creativity and skills. As you all know, I have been working really hard the past few months on my Ayurvedic ebook, and I took a few classes from Skillshare to help me with it. And the best thing of using Skillshare is there are no ads. So there's nothing to distract you like ads or whatsoever. So it really helps you with focusing on that which you want to learn. And they always keep on adding new classes to it, so there's always something to explore. So the first 1,000 people of my subscribers who clicks in the link in my description below will get 1 month free trial of Skillshare, just to help you start exploring your creativity today. Let's get straight into the video. I'm basically going to give you 4 tips in order for you to keep your hair moist, in order for you to eliminate dryness from your hair. Oh, by the way, if you are on my Instagram, then you already have seen a preview of this video, because I already touched this subject on my Instagram already. A lot of people responded very good to this video, so I thought I should also share it on my YouTube channel so that all of you can also benefit from it as well. So my number 1 tip would definitely be investing in a good hair steamer. It is important for us staying fine natural hair, especially the natural hair people with low porosity hair. It's really important to invest in a good steamer. A steamer will basically open up your hair shaft and make it easy for moisture to get into it, or any kind of product that you are using to get into your hair shaft, which will stay there longer than it just staying on top of your hair and your hair still being dry. So it's really important to invest in a hair steamer. I've seen a few videos here on YouTube that natural hair ladies are even using face steamers. So if you have a face steamer, I think it's also really good, and it can also be just as effective as a hair steamer. I will link below in the description a few hair steamer that I think it's good. I'll also link my specific hair steamer that I'm using. Also for my European ladies or the Netherlands ladies, I will put a link there that specially takes you to the steamer that I use. So the second tip is basically you should baggy your hair, especially if you know that you don't have the money to invest in a steamer. It's important for you to baggy your hair. I'm not saying that you should steam your hair and baggy your hair unless that works for you. Definitely do you, but I won't recommend you steaming your hair and bagging your hair. It's either one or the other, otherwise your hair will have too much moisture in it. So I think it's also important to baggy your hair so that you trap in. Baggy basically means trapping in the moisture in your hair. So bagging your hair means basically going on top of your hair with a shower cap after you finish moisturizing your hair. So you can decide to go on top of your whole head of hair with a shower cap, or you can also just decide to go like put your hair in a low bun, or put your hair in a ponytail, and then go on top of that bun with a shower cap so that you can trap in the moisture. The one that you're doing only for the ends of your hair basically is only for the ends of your hair. Because you want to increase the moisture in the ends of your hair, because your ends are feeling really dry and all those things. So bagging your hair is basically moisturizing your hair normally like you would do, and going on top of that with with a shower cap and letting it stay on your hair for maybe overnight. Depending on how bad your hair needs moisture, you can let it stay overnight, or you can also just let it stay for a few hours depending on your hair needs, obviously. So in my other video that I hit on the things that I don't do with my natural hair anymore, I mentioned that I don't do the bagging method anymore. That is only because I have found different ways to put moisture back into my hair, so I don't need to do that thing anymore. So definitely, if you need to do it, you should do it, especially if you don't have the investment to invest in a hair steamer. You should definitely invest in bagging your hair. So I'm going to give a quick shout out to my own products. If you are new here or you don't know, I have launched my Ayurvedic ebook that helped me to thicken up my hair the whole year of last year. So I will put it in the description below, and you should go check it out and let me know what you think. So my third tip is investing in a good moisturizing routine. I say that because normally if your hair is dry, or you are used to or you just have dry hair naturally, you can't just go ahead and slap moisturizer on your hair and go in with an oil and seal it and call it a day. You have to invest in a moisturizing routine. You have to take your time to moisturize your hair as you take your time to for your wash day and all those things. Like when I finish doing my wash day, I also have a whole moisturizing routine that I follow to moisturize my hair. If you want me to make a video about my moisturizing routine, let me know. I'll make a whole video about how I do it from A to Z, from beginning of my wash day to the end of my wash day and everything. I have a few videos here on the channel where I talk about how I moisturize my hair, but that are just a bit of the moisturizing routine. But if you want me to do a video about it, I will do a video about the whole thing, about my whole moisturizing routine, how I take it from my wash day all the way to the time to wash my hair again. So it's really important to know what your hair likes when it comes to moisture and invest in a moisturizing routine. Take your time to moisture your hair. It is if you don't have time, like I was telling one of my clients, if you don't have time to do your hair, or if you don't have time to moisturize your hair, it's okay, just keep your hair protected, but make sure that when you are doing something, you are actually doing it well, because otherwise there is really no need for you to be doing it. So it's really important to take your time and do your hair, and know that what you are doing, you're going to benefit from it later on. Otherwise, just don't do it at all. It doesn't make sense otherwise. So my fourth tip is know the products that you are putting in your hair. There is another YouTuber here who has a video about moisture and protein. I will link her in the description below. She goes really in depth about products that we put in our hair. You should know the product that you put in your hair. Know whether it's moisture based or protein based or anything, because otherwise you will be using a protein based shampoo, a protein based conditioner, a protein based deep conditioner, a protein based leave-in conditioner, and a protein based moisturizer. What you're actually doing is feeding your hair with only protein and no moisture. So eventually your hair will get drier unless your hair needs a lot of protein. Otherwise your hair will need moisture, and we all know that the balance of protein and moisture is really important. So you can't just use only protein products and forget about the moisturizing part. So it's important to look at your products and know what you are putting in your hair, so that you can balance the products out, so that you don't need to do a whole lot of things to put back moisture in your hair. So yeah, that is my number 4 tip. That is definitely know the products that you're putting in your hair. So to summarize all these things, the 4 tips that I gave is number 1 is to invest in a good steamer if you do have the money. If you don't have the money, try to do in bagging, try to do in other stuff that will bring back moisture in your hair, like bagging your hair, etc. My number 4 tip is definitely investing in a good moisturizing routine. So know what works for your hair and what doesn't work for your hair, and invest in the things that works for your hair. And my number 4 tip is definitely know the product you're putting in your hair, so that you will know whether your hair has too much protein in it or or less moisture. You need to keep the balance going. So yeah, that is my 4 tips to keep your hair moisturized. If you have any other tips, or you have even more tips, share it in the comment section below. I bet it will be really nice to talk about this and learn from each other. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.